Right, so last time I uploaded a video I was in Flagstaff, Arizona, and now I'm in Melbourne, Australia for the YouTube gathering. And it's 10 past 10, and if I'm correct they started at 10 a.m, so I'm 10 minutes late, but it was pretty late last night. Went to sleep about 1 a.m. Now mind you, my previous night was, well not my previous night but the night before that one, was on a plane of a 15-hour flight from Los Angeles to Melbourne, so I was pretty tired. But let's not start with the end, let's start with the beginning, because I've had quite the trip. I've decided all my footage from America, Grand Canyon, and wherever I went, I'm gonna montage that when I'm home, because then I have my Adobe Premiere Pro, because if I want to do anything that involves a little bit of sophisticated editing, iMovie just doesn't cut it for me, so you'll have to be patient. Although I can't wait, and maybe I'll even get some pictures from my mobile phone to Bluetooth to my laptop and mix them in here, if iMovie is not going to be a pain in the ass. That would be nice. Yeah. The beginning of my story. Greyhound from Flagstaff to Phoenix, which is about 3 hours, which was nice. I was sitting next to an old black man. He had a black beard, and the gray was making a beautiful symmetric pattern in his, it was black and then gray and then here black and then here gray and then here black with gray hairs. So cool. And he was the kind of guy, and I think only black men can have this. When they're old, it seems like every square inch or centimeter of their face tells a different experience that they've had once in their life. That is so cool. And he was talking about how he haven't been home for 5 years. Finally going home, Oklahoma. So cool. And he was eating M&Ms. That's weird. Is he an old man eating this childish chocolate thingies? And he was doing this. No clue. He kept on doing it. Didn't ask. I don't want to be rude. Then I'm in Phoenix, and already on the bus I discovered that one seat in front of me, a guy that also needed to go to the airport in Phoenix, because the Greyhound doesn't take you there directly, needed to go to the airport, and the guy sitting next to him had the same thought that I had: let's share a cab. And luckily this was somebody that's going to India. That is very, very nice. So I'm quite fond of the accent that they have right there. It's because as much as it's a very thick accent, you would be surprised what their vocabulary is like. Yes, they have a lot of words. They don't have any problem understanding you or finding the right words of what they're saying. And also it just sounds really cool. So that was nice. He's going to Delphi, and we're in this taxi cab, Afro-American taxi driver, representing Africa and America. All right, me representing Europe, him representing Asia. We got 4 continents going on. Only the help from Australia and Morbeck from South America, and we'd be covered. Well, Middle America, Alaska. Anyway, so he brought me directly to the right terminal. That's nice. Because cab drivers know, if you tell them which airline. In my case, it was United, from Phoenix to Los Angeles, and they know exactly which terminal it is. So that was easy. Check-in in Phoenix was regular. It was a local flight, so not too much hassle. I watched the YouTube debates in Phoenix, CNN YouTube debates, because I had quite a couple of hours before my flight went. So and they had CNN on. I pretty much saw it from the beginning up until the end. And again, a nice black man. He knew how it was going to happen. that Hillary Clinton girl, she gonna win. And I can't wait for her to win. She gonna take any one of these Republicans on. She'll nail them down. Listen to my words. So that was nice. Meeting people like that. And he was interested in where I'm from and what I'm doing. Oh, going around the world. Oh man, I've told that story so much. Okay, not my subscribers, so let me do that. All 39 of them. I live in the Netherlands, as you might have known. And I've just gone from Europe to Flagstaff, Arizona, because a buddy of mine, Rick, you might have seen him in the last video, is in the NAU, Northern Arizona University. Been there for 5 days, been to the Grand Canyon, been to Las Vegas, followed the class, helped out with NAU Live a little bit, that was nice. Now I'm going to Melbourne, Australia, then I'm going to Europe, so I've literally been around the world one time, in 10 days. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. It's, as a matter of fact, in Amsterdam when I first got on the plane, they interview you because you're going to America, like, since 9/11 they have a little bit of, not as much as you think so, though, but still, there are regulations. And they'll ask you these things, like, everything in your bag, is it yours? Yes, it is. Where did you buy it? Then and then. Have you ever lent it out? No, I haven't. Where's it been on your trip to the airport? It's been with me. I've spent the night with a friend. Who's this friend? Name. How long do you know him? All these kind of questions. And of course they're going to look at your ticket as of how long you're going to be there. You need to show the ticket that you're going to use to get out of there again, so you can prove that you won't be there for longer than 3 months. And he looked at it, he said, 10 days, okay. I said, no, that's the ticket from Sydney to Amsterdam, and I guess you're more interested in the ticket leaving America, which is November the 27th, or 28th? Yeah, 28th. And he's looking at that, and mate, you're going to be in the USA for 5 days. Yeah. On holiday? Yeah. Why that short? They were even surprised. I mean, I'm sure they get a lot of people there, and a lot of strangers, and they were even that surprised of me going for such a short period of time. So, back to my trip from Flagstaff to Melbourne. So now I'm in Phoenix, check-in, great. And I already had a suspicion about what was going to happen, because they said I'm going to fly with Qantas to United to Phoenix, from Phoenix to LA, and then American Airlines from LA to Melbourne, but you don't have to get your bags in LA, we'll do that for you. Oh boy. I've heard a lot of stories. That's not gonna work. We'll get to that later. Well, short flight, not really anything noticeable. I get in LA, and I have an hour and a half to check in for my next flight, which is going to be the 15-hour flight from LA to Melbourne. And that was a bit of a hassle, because I just asked them, okay, it's American Airlines, which terminal? Oh, that's Terminal 4. You go down there, outside the building, you're now at Terminal 7 or 8, and I had to go to 4, just walk there, which is pretty long distance. The big terminals there. And I get there, and you get in, and try to stand in line, and woman trying to help me with electronic check-in, because my bags were already checked in, so no hassle. Hassle, not hustle, hassle. And but it didn't work. It only showed the flight from Melbourne to Sydney, and I'm in LA, so that's not very much of use. So now they say, oh wait, you're going to Melbourne. Oh, well, this is just Sydney. If you're going to Melbourne, you need to go to the other terminal. Go there, and there, same story.